All right, the Ninja 300, we're going to go on a little bit of a road test here out on the road. I want you guys to try and listen for the sound of this motor because it sounds so amazing when you take off. I just absolutely love it. I'm in love with the sound of this motor. And then, here we go. Ready? I could listen to that all day. That's amazing. Really excellent handling motorcycle. Oh, yeah. And you can see I'm in econo mode at 71 miles an hour, 72 miles an hour. Just flying through here. And I swear to God, it's in econo mode. That is awesome. Oh yeah, and it's just beautifully handling bike. And the power is just on there. It's incredible. Pretty amazing bike. So that's cruising on level ground, and it's truly just absolutely amazing. This thing is a rocket. Anyways, 300 cc's, we're going to go up. There's a good incline here. Wow. There's just no comparison to this to a 250. I mean, it's just not even close. This thing is absolutely amazing. People say these don't have power up to like 7,000 RPM, but I'm ready to go down to that, no problem. This is uphill, very steep. Oh, I think riding this, you'd have a very unfair advantage over the larger sport bikes. Yeah, this is fun. Wow. Yeah. Ninja 300 Special Edition. You know, I'm going to go and go ahead and say that I think the Special Edition is faster than the regular one. Oh my God. So I don't know, you know, they have this saying, miles per hour. Miles per dollar, miles per hour. The Ninja 300, yeah, that is absolutely incredible. It takes that all no problem. It's a beautiful bike, and the power is incredible. I mean, if you're thinking about a 600, I don't know. I mean, I think the Ninja 300 gives some bikes a run for the money. Now, people will say, "Oh, what do you mean? My Ninja's 600 and 750 and 1,000 is a lot faster." Yeah. I mean, 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 and beyond. You're going to have a much faster bike with the 600, 750s, 1000s. I mean, I've ridden them. They're so fast they spin your inner ear. But when do you really do that? And are you having a lot of fun doing that? The fun factor is just there all the time. Listen to the sound. Oh my God. Incredible. Stock exhaust, definitely. It just sounds like a GP bike. And it's not overly loud. It just sounds so amazing. Yeah, this is one of those bikes you'd hate. I hate to say I want one. Oh, yeah. And I don't want to sell this bike. It's incredible. I've got 2 of them, though. So, I've got a white one and a green one. This makes you want to go to the track and just have fun. It's just so much fun. And I look down, every time I look down, this thing's in econo mode. Which means I'm going to be getting fantastic fuel economy all the time. That's great. Oh, I want one. How fun. It's a pretty comfortable bike, too. It's got a good seat. I can move around a little bit. I mean, there's some of these bikes just kind of hold you in place. I can move up, around. It kind of holds me more towards the tank. But it's kind of a flat seat, so it's comfortable to sit on. I feel like I want to do more miles with this bike, take it on a trip. The handlebars are really perfect. Keeps your hands right in the right place. Arms in a great location. Controls are in a good location. The mirrors, I really honestly can only see out about 50% of the mirrors, but I can see enough to see behind me. I like the double bubble. That's nice. Now, of course, I'm riding this with my adventure helmet on, so it's a little bit louder than it would be with a sport helmet, but this is the one I have set up for my camera, for the microphone and all that. Oh, I just can't get it out. It just handles so well. That was a lot of policemen. I think the police are going out for maybe a lesson on how to ride the windy roads. From here, can take this up to Lines Road, which is a tricky road to ride. So I'm thinking of probably going out there to get some experience riding a real twisty road. It's good to patrol that area. They get a lot of accidents and things. Out here, all the grapes are fermenting on the vines. Oh, it smells so good. Good to live in wine country. I just absolutely love that smell. We need smell-o-vision. Just scratch right over here by these vineyards. If you just scratch a little bit, you can smell it. Yeah. Scratch and sniff TV. Anyways, here we are. Back into more of a traffic area. We don't really have traffic right here. I love it. The brakes are amazing, too. Gotta love having good brakes. Love it. Oh, I want one. I want one. Oh, it's so fun. So I have to gripe on something about this bike. So far I haven't really found anything, but I will gripe on a couple of things. Just a couple. And you got to cut corners at little tiny places. And it's hard to find a place they cut corners on this bike. It really is. But I will tell you the two places, well, okay, I'm going to give it three. Three places that the corners are cut. They're cut on most bikes, so it's hard to complain. It's been my complaint with Harley Davidson, and it's my complaint with a lot of the other bikes. Okay, so one of them is the head bolt. This head bolt, it's not as bad as Harley Davidson, but I mean, come on, you know, you can get something a little prettier than that. I mean, you're staring at it all the time. Come on, you know, I think it would be pretty easy just to have a pretty head bolt right here. Okay, that's not that big of a complaint. I know. I'll probably polish it or something and it would look a little better, but, you know, it's not like Harley Davidson where it looks like it came off a swing set. The next is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, if I look down at the shifter, I think the shifters, you know, this is probably every bike, so it's hard to complain. It's almost every one of them. You know, it just doesn't look like it's, I mean, it's solid, and it's a good quality, I guess. It's not pretty. And the rest of the bike is pretty. Everything's pretty about it. And then the brake lever for the rear brake, and I've seen the same brake lever on like 9 bikes. And it's just a cheap one. Could you spend $5 and make it look a little nicer? Okay, that's it. There's not a lot of complaints, but it's sort of like, you know, I mean, you did such a beautiful job on this bike. I mean, everything, the bar ends, the levers, the forks, the suspension's awesome, by the way. It's just great. And mirrors are great. I mean, everything. Triple clamps, which are not really triple clamps, they're bolt-on, but they look like triple clamps, right? And whatever. But they all look high quality, very high quality. So that's a minor gripe. Anyways, lots of fun. Highly recommended if you own a larger sport bike and want to actually learn how to ride a bike really well. That's demeaning, isn't it? You have a large sport bike, and sometimes it may put a little fear into you. So don't really get on it. You can't ride it WFO. I mean, open throttle all the way up. This teaches you how to ride and hold more corner speed and be able to fully use the full power band. You know, I've ridden the higher displacement 1400, 1300 to 1200 BMWs, Kawasaki's, Yamahas, all those sport bikes that have so much power, and they now are putting on limiters to limit the power down. You know, 180 horsepower, but you hop on the bike and it starts out at like 100 horsepower. And still, even with 100 horsepower, you're not coming out of a corner and just giving it a handful of throttle and not having that, to deal with that back end. So they've got traction control, and that's been helping a lot. But if you really want to be able to learn how to ride a bike without all those pampering little toys, get yourself a bike like this. Now, talking about one pampering little toy, this does have what do I call it? It has it's a clutch. The clutch. So, oh God, I can't remember what it's called now. Bloody hell. Anyways, under deceleration, the clutch will slip so that you don't lock up the back tire by downshifting too quickly. So if you could downshift in the first gear at 60 miles an hour, and it's not going to lock up the rear wheel. That's a good idea. It doesn't seem super necessary in this bike, but if you were racing it, I think you could use that to your advantage because it still slows it down without breaking loose the rear tire, so you don't have it coming out on you. A lot of people use that as a way to what they call back it into a corner. If you come in flying into the corner, you downshift, leave that clutch open and just dive into the corner, and you still have enough traction with the rear end to hold on, but the back end starts sliding out slightly. Man, I'm not doing that on the street, but anyways. Slipper clutch is what the word I was looking for. That's so funny. Forget a word. Anyways, absolutely awesome bike. Lots of fun. I think I need a road trip on this bike. Okay, nobody buy it really quick, okay, because I think I want to take this out on a road trip. 12,145 miles are on this bike right now. The other one has about 4,000, I think. About 4,000 miles on it, and it has an aftermarket exhaust. Me, I'm not a fan of the aftermarket exhaust, but if you want it louder, people will definitely hear you coming with the aftermarket exhaust. This one, it sounds amazing, but it's not so loud, it's ear piercing. Good day.